Oh, Merry Christmas, Mother.
Merry Christmas. That wasn't very exciting music, though.
What do you mean? It was Hangman Page's entrance music.
I know, but it wasn't exciting. The crescendo. Go for Moxley or something.
You want Moxley's music?
Shit, yeah.
All right, let me get Moxley's music up here.
Man.
We got open mic.
It's gotta be exciting music.
It is Mom's Wrestler of the Year podcast episode.
I'm on the target.
On the target?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Jesus.
All right, I got Moxley's music going here. Here it comes. It's a little loud. I gotta turn that down. There we go. He's your guy? Well, your Wrestler of the Year ranks that we've been keeping track of all year disagrees. All right, enough of that. Enough of that music. All right.
Jesus.
So,
thank God.
It's open mic in the Red Leaf Retrocast Discord. We got 2 people here, whether they chime in or not. They're watching Big Egg Joshi Tokyo Dome show at the same time. It's great. They're gonna be chiming in. They're gonna be cats jumping on the table. We got the whole thing going on here. Mom, you have been part of the wrestling podcast for the entire 2020 calendar year. It's been a weird year.
Really?
Well, yeah.
What's going on?
Oh,
something happened?
No, nothing happened. You're right. I'm
silly.
I'm silly for thinking that. We've kept track every 2 weeks of your top matches that all, by your count,
yes,
got 4 stars or better.
Yes.
I've kept track of this all year for you.
Thank you, JD.
I know you have your stack of papers here.
I don't think that they don't do me any good when I can have a whole list right in front of me.
Well, I mean,
I have to be
mine
close,
is much more organized.
Yes,
I will admit.
Yeah, it is.
I will admit I've done a much better job than you. And I have your wrestler of the 2 weeks. Each week you have been on the podcast. We got 20 wrestlers. We're going to try to break this down into a top 10 for you.
Okay.
And even though it's 20 wrestlers, you have number of wrestlers that have been your wrestler of the 2 weeks multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
Which would you like to go over first? Your matches or your wrestlers of the year?
Matches first.
Matches first. So,
matches.
You
matches?
have...
We don't need no sting-on matches.
You have 4 matches. You gave no matches 4.25, 4.5, 4.75. There were 4 or 5 stars. There was no in between with you. They were either perfect or kinda.
They were almost there.
They were almost there. So you have 4 5-star matches on the year in 2020.
I have 4 5-star matches.
Yes.
And which one? Okay. My 4 5-star matches, starting with the first one.
The Young Bucks versus Kenny Omega and Adam Page at AEW Revolution.
Ah, that was a good.
Well, you gave it 5 stars. I sure hope you thought it was a good match.
Of course it was. What did they do?
Do you remember?
Did they wrestle?
They did wrestle in a ring. I can confirm. There was wristbands. They lit up the whole shebang.
Bang.
Yeah, we've been drinking. We, in fact, got more booze before recording this, so this was good. Okay, we, in fact, recorded the wrestling, the gaming podcast with you. Open mic night.
Yes, you did.
Yes. We got my $80 and spent 30 of it on more booze.
That's right. We got $80 in lottery
I know what
tickets.
to do with my money when I get it from the lottery. I win from the lottery. Spend it on liquor again.
We learned in the South
got it
wisely.
At the liquor store. We'll get more at the liquor.
That's right. Your second, second
match,
5-star match on the year, came from Europe. In Germany, WXW 16 Karat Gold Night 2.
Oh, yeah.
Bobby Guns versus David Starr. Now, I won't get into the controversy around David Starr that ended up happening. We'll just talk about the match here. Just the graps. It was kind of at the time, it was a revolution kind of in the company, where it was standing, the progression that they were going through. David Starr wasn't basically welcome in the company anymore because of the company's connection with WWE.
That Starr got 4.5. I mean, that match got 4.5 stars.
You gave it 5 stars when we talked about the podcast. Do I need to bring it up on audio?
4.5 on here.
You have 4.5? 4.
Yeah. Just saying.
I'm saying I have it written down as 5 stars.
I
from
may
you.
have changed my mind.
What'd you give Bandito and Mike Bailey then?
Nothing.
What are you talking?
Final.
That's a 4-star match.
That's a 4-star match.
There you go. Okay. So yes, WXW 16 karat.
Oh, they did 2 nights.
That was yeah. Well, it was a 3-night event.
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched all 3 nights. WXW.
Yeah.
My favorite promotion for about 4 years in a row. That was my favorite one watching, and this was kind of the last show where, I mean,
Oberhausen, Germany.
Yes, von Oberhausen, wir haben die letzte, yeah, no, okay, anyways. Yeah, that was actually like days before the shutdown of the world, and that was really the last day of the promotion that happened in Europe. So, that was a big match in the. What is going on with the cat over there? He's like going through paper bags and shit. It's freaking out.
He's gonna do it again because you're on the podcast. Psycho Cat's going at.
Your third 5-star match.
My third 5-star
came from DDT. So we got AEW, WXW, and now DDT. Mom, you're very unconventional in your 5-star matches.
Huh.
It is Masato Tanaka, old ECW legend, against Tetsuya Endo for the KOD title, Peter Pan, Night 2. Also a full pandemic match, I mind you.
Oh, the main event got 5 stars.
Yes.
That was Tanaka and Sword Holder.
Sword Holder, yes.
Sword Holder, what?
So in DDT, what had happened...
That's what I have in that.
Well...
Because their names are so screwy, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, you have trouble with non-American names. This is true fact.
I give them other names, like Sword Holder.
Not Abs Guy? Not his awesome abs?
No.
So what had happened on the TV show is Higuchi had won the challenge sword, and Endo had called his ass out for the right to challenge for the challenge sword that could challenge for the title. And that led to an awesome kind of impromptu match where Higuchi, the sumo guy, came out. He was in his bare feet. They had an awesome match. Endo ends up winning. Challenges for the title at Peter Pan Night 2. And Tanaka had gone through a 6-month tear through DDT, proving to be the legend he is. And Endo was the one to defeat him. And it was a match I really enjoyed. I also gave that 5 stars.
What?
Yes. It was
me?
I did.
Whoa.
It's very much my style. It had all the story elements that I absolutely agree with.
That you like.
That I like, and it was the first match of kind of the whole pandemic empty arena thing that I didn't notice there was a crowd and anything, so I am in absolute agreement with you that is a 5-star match.
Yep.
I also agree with the Bucks Omega, Omega Page, but anyways. Not so much Bobby Guns, David Starr. I've had kind of second thoughts about that, but that has other issues behind it as well at this point. And your fourth 5-star match is Risa Sera versus Rina Yamashita, Fantastice title at Yokohama from Ice Ribbon.
What?
That was
I went all foreign? Oh,
you went
foreign.
All foreign.
Oh.
What? No, because AEW was American.
Yeah, but
so you went a 5-star. You went no. You went a 5-star match in the USA, a 5-star in Europe, and 2 from Japan. 1 from a men's promotion, 1 from a women's.
Some apples.
And the women's one was the hardcore one, in which we saw a fan light tube and a lot of blood.
Oh, yeah, I like blood.
And a headbutt to a bunch of light tubes.
That's right. Omega, you also saw in the open mic the Ice Ribbon hardcore match.
Yes, sir.
Do you agree it's 5 stars, according to my mom?
5 stars.
There we go. He agrees 5 stars. Look at that.
Alright.
Open mic
I say
night.
6 stars. I say
6 stars.
Okay.
Woo!
Go
It
beyond,
was in the
can't go
Tokyo Dome,
beyond.
6 stars easy.
Right.
It's funny you mentioned that. There was also a Japanese magazine. It's called Shupro Magazine. They came out with the top 5 Ice Ribbon matches of the year.
Yeah.
That was in their top 5.
How do you like that?
As
Yeah.
it should be.
As it should be. They
Maybe
also
we know what
said
we're
the
talking
Ham
about.
versus Tsukasa was number 1, but I don't understand that one at all. I mean, someone took drugs that day. I think that was the
Probably. I don't
think-
agree with that.
I think that was the troll vote, but regardless. So those are your 4 5-star matches. Mom, 1 through 4, we're going to do this like the gaming podcast. Favorite to least favorite, 1, 2, 3, 4. What do you got?
Wow.
Obviously, whichever one sticks out most to you. I have them listed here.
I know you do.
Whichever one sticks out most to you is clearly first.
Clearly. Wow.
I know you haven't studied your
No, I didn't study my
many of your
notes.
notes on your
Yeah.
pieces of paper.
No, I've slept a lot since. God. Well, let's see. The KOD open weight title match.
Yes.
Tanaka and Sword Holder.
DDT,
That
yep.
was a fun match.
Getting the full breakdown here, boys.
Okay. And we got the WXW. Blah, 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 blah.
Excellent review. I agree.
I thought she was going to go Crazy Frog for a second, then it was kind of worried.
Mike Bailey Bandito.
Well, I think that's clearly at number 5 if you're bringing that up, so we'll just mark that in at 5 right now. Bang. Done. Won't even give it a second thought. WXW, number 5.
Never mind.
2 of the top 5 matches on the year from my mom. WXW. A promotion that only went like 3 months of the year.
Okay. What? I'll pay attention.
Yeah, that's okay. Watch what you watch.
Right. I like what I watch.
Mm-hmm. You also like Dragon Gate more than New Japan. Just throwing that out there, you know. No big deal.
Bum, 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 bum. That song?
What?
Bum, bada, bum, bada, bum, bada, bum, bum, bum.
I mean, AEW should go without saying that that's the promotion you watch the most on this year. But if I'm looking at your promotions you watched,
Oh, here we go.
you did watch New Japan, you watched Wrestle Kingdom, you watched Dragon Gate, you watched AEW, you've watched MLW, you've watched WXW, you've watched Progress, you've watched Ice Ribbon, Stardom, Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling.
Whoa.
Mom, you've watched a lot of different wrestling.
I've watched a lot of
in 2020.
shit this year. Like, do I have anything else to do?
You've watched Oz Academy.
Blah.
Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, blah, that kind of sucks.
You have a
Boo.
match on there that also made your top year list, so just, you know.
Incorrect.
So,
Bad match.
do I get to do New Japan of 1991?
No, this is 2020.
Damn it!
You broke me with that one.
Going into business first, no.
Oh, man.
That was good.
I mean, if you want to bring a controversy, your top New Japan matches of the year was Jay White Naito, Wrestle Kingdom, and Chris Jericho Tanahashi. Those are your top 2 matches. You thought the big main events, they laid down on the ring too long.
Well, on the final match with whatever
Fujinami,
and the white and black pant guy.
Chono,
Yeah, him.
we're talking New Japan 91. This doesn't sound like 2020 to me.
Yeah.
Although I mean, Keiji Muto's made a miraculous comeback, beating people in the main event in a promotion in 2020. So who am I to disagree?
I was just about to say
No
that.
shit.
And I think Fujinami did in fact wrestle in 2020 at the Liger retirement show. So this did happen.
See?
And Chono did show up at the G1 in 2020.
See?
So this isn't unheard of circumstances where you're bringing these wrestlers up.
Oh. How about Wrestle Kingdom
Yes.
with Moxley versus Archer?
Oh, you like that one?
Ah, that was good.
I mean, that wasn't one of your
That was
5-star
yours.
matches,
No, it wasn't.
which I'm trying to get you to order
That was
right
a
now.
bloody arm mess.
You like that one? I mean, they wrestled a second time in AEW. Did you like that one?
Moxley and Archer?
Yeah.
Remember it.
Oh, well. Okay. Good talk.
When did it happen?
Only like a month ago, you know, whatever.
It did? Well, then
Yeah.
I probably didn't watch it.
You
I
did
took
watch it.
time off.
We reviewed it. It's on audio.
No way.
Yeah.
No way. Let me look.
So we got Bucks Omega,
Oh my god, you're embarrassing me, Jake.
Gunstar, Tanaka Endo,
You're making
Risa
me
Sera, Rina Yamashita. 1, 2, 3, 4. Could you please
What?
rank those for me?
Oh. Well, of course I'm going to rank
Here
my
you go.
Bucks Omega as number 1.
Bucks Omega 1.
You should leave it as that.
You like that?
Yeah.
You like in order in which they occurred? Because that's what I did.
Well.
That works for you?
Well, look at that. That was number 5.
Well, Bandito Bailey's number 5 because it's the
You
second.
put it there.
Anyways, all right. So according to my mom, she has come to the decision. She has contemplated this for minutes.
Picking on me. I'm
Bucks
telling you.
Omega Page
I'm telling
AEW Revolution is 1. Gunstar from WXW 16 Karat Night 2 is number 2. Endo Tanaka number 3. Risa Sera Yamashita is 4, and then Bandito Bailey number 5. So 2 WXW matches in your top 5.
And there's nothing
I
wrong
will say
with
my Joshi
list.
bias says that Risa Sera and Rina Yoshida should be higher.
Well, Kate disagrees with you, Mom. I hope you feel bad.
I don't feel bad. Why would I feel bad?
So now you have to
We're
figure.
all entitled to our own opinions.
So now,
However, I agree with my numbering only because of the way it happened, and there's nothing wrong with that.
okay, that's an interesting stance to take. I won't disagree with you as long as you have that. How about that?
Works for me.
So here are your matches for the remainder of the year that scored 4 stars or better. I have them listed. I can run down them if you want. Elite Lucha Bros Pack, Dynamite January, Jericho Tanahashi Wrestle Kingdom, Jay White Naito Wrestle Kingdom, Darby Allin Pack, Dynamite January 15th, a 4-way tag dance from January 15th, Naruki Doi KZ from Dragon Gate made your list, Bucks, Butcher, Blade, and the Bunny from Dynamite January. So you have a lot of Dynamite in January. That was a hot time. Moxley Ortiz Dynamite, Moxley Cobb Dynamite, Guevara Allen from Revolution. So there's another Revolution match for you. Allen Inner Circle handicap match. That was when Moxley was
What are
taken
all
out.
These are just the regular matches.
These are no. These are matches you scored 4 stars or higher on the year.
Oh my god!
I made sure to
had
write them
that
all down.
many?
Yes, you did.
Scroll down. Let me see how far I go. Okay.
Death Triangle versus
Jesus.
Janela Private Party. And then we get into the 2 WXW matches. Then what happens is the pandemic. So you notice you have a lot more 4-star or higher matches pre-pandemic. And then it just goes off a cliff, basically. Omega versus Trent, April 1st. Spears and Sammy versus Cody Allen, April 1st, Dynamite. Omega and Nakazawa versus the Best Friends in April from Dynamite. That was interesting to me. So we're in the Georgia, warehouse situation. Britt Baker versus Hikaru Shida made your list. That was the one where Baker broke her nose mid-match. She bled everywhere. It was a really cool visual. It's one of the better women's matches of the year outside of Japan.
And now she sucks.
Who, Baker?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, kind of. Omega Hardy versus La Sex Gods.
She's gun shy.
The Street Fight. Stadium Stampede. Omega Page versus Super Bad Death Squad from June 3rd. Since then, Jimmy Havoc is no longer in the promotion. FTR
which is too bad. I miss Jimmy Havoc because we saw him in that other indie stuff.
We saw him in a couple indie shows. Yes, it's sad what happened to him and what he did. Unfortunately,
what did he did? I never knew.
He was part of a movement that outed a bunch of wrestlers for doing a lot of horrible and unspeakable things.
Oh.
Yes.
Like.
Best not dive into that currently.
Well, knife people?
There was cutting involved in his case.
Oh.
To himself, mostly, but.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. FTR Bucks versus Lucha Bros and Butcher Blade, Fighter Fest. Brody Lee versus Cody. Saturday Night Dynamite. That was the dog collar match, actually.
I'm glad.
Tag number 1 gauntlet match before Full Gear. Young Bucks Jurassic Express. Best Friends Santana Ortiz Parking Lot Brawl.
That was a good one.
Phoenix versus Pentagon Dynamite for the
I like that one.
For the tournament. And Omega Page Full Gear Elite Deletion. Sammy Guevara, Matt Hardy, and Omega Page Full Gear. And Ozaki Sauriano Oz Academy was your very last entry. 4 stars or better.
Boo! Bad match. Boo!
Kay was waiting for
match.
that one.
Boo! Sucks. Terrible.
It wasn't much of a match.
It's awful. Oh, terrible.
It was a bloody
-5
destruction
stars.
by
Very
the
little
veteran.
actual wrestling moves.
-5 stars. No buys.
That right.
So you have your
That's
top 5,
correct.
Mom. Out of that list, I mean, obviously we're working from memory here, but I think that's very important when discussing kind of match of the year. What do you remember the most? Right? What stood out to you the most?
Well, the Guevara Allen, wasn't that when he jumped off that ladder and hurt himself? He did something wild. Wasn't that when Allen hit himself in that match?
That match you're
February?
thinking of was actually at the warehouse for the TNT tournament, TNT title tournament. The Guevara Allen match at, yes, actually that, you know what, TNT title round 1, it's right there.
See,
Yes, that is that is the exact
he hurt
one.
Himself.
Yes.
And he was out for quite a while. He was out up until months back.
That has been a thing with
Right?
Darby Allin. He's in a match, they do an injury angle, he's out for a period of time because he puts his body on the line. That's part of his character. So are we putting that one number 6 for you? That is the first one that came to your mind.
Yep.
Number 6. All right.
Well, you know I'm a big fan of Darby Allin anyways.
Sure.
Because I was looking at the Darby Allin versus Pac before, and that was when they were still around. That's why I like Pac. But
which is funny because I remember you having a lot of
he's gross.
Yes, that is
He's
the word you use.
extremely gross. He's
But you like
disgusting,
it.
But I like him. I like him because I think he's a great wrestler. I really like him. I like his style, even though he's totally disgusting.
And you liked him in Dragon Gate last year when I showed you him, but you like to hate him.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
That's number 7. Pac Darby Allin. How about that? See, I like you, Mother. I like you and your lists. They're very unique to anyone else who will ever do anything like this. What about Ozaki Sariano?
I'm looking at the. I'm
-5
looking at
stars.
Best Friends versus Santana, the parking lot.
Parking
brawl.
lot brawl?
That was a good one. And then
We'll throw that in number 8. What about Stadium Stampede and Sariano Ozaki?
The Stampede is up near the top because that was by far the most fun.
Mm-hmm.
So that's more near the top for me.
Are we superseding Bandito Bailey then at that point?
So.
Okay, so that's 5. Bandito Bailey goes to 6. Guevara Allen goes to 7. And then Allen Pack goes to 8. There you go. So you need... Oh, and Best Friends Parking Lot Brawl goes to 9. So you need one more match on the year.
See,
I'm really looking
liked,
at...
I really liked the I don't think this was the one that with Phoenix and Penta.
Uh-huh.
I like the one that it was Phoenix and...
As a team. Are you thinking of the tag title challenge that they had in, I believe it was February that they had? No, you're thinking of the Death Triangle with Pac. Right? Lucha Bros and Pac versus Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks?
That's a good...
Or are you thinking of the Lucha Bros versus Omega Page? Because Lucha Bros Omega Page I don't think you have on here, but I will say that's one of my top tag matches of the year.
That was the one I liked because that was the one that I was making a comment about Ray Phoenix or Penta. Can I make a comment about... see, Phoenix. That was the one, that match was the one that made me have Phoenix in the wrestler. I really liked him in that match. It was the first time I was finally seeing Phoenix in a match that I liked. Because I haven't really seen
so
him
Phoenix
come out.
So that would have been the singles match, Phoenix versus Pentagon.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's your number 10.
Yeah.
All right. So just to go through it with people one more time, Bucks Omega Page AEW Revolution is their number 1. Bobby Guns versus David Starr WXW 16 karat title. Night 2 is number 2. Tanaka Endo KOD title Peter Pan Night 2 number 3. Risa Sera Rina Yamashita Yokohama Fantastice title Deathmatch number 4. Number 5 is Stadium Stampede from Double or Nothing in AEW. Number 6 Bandito versus Mike Bailey 16 karat Night 2. So as a WXW fan, I say that's a must-watch night based on those two matches.
Yeah.
That match actually was, when the bell rang, the fans threw coins in the ring, Euro coins in the ring, like they would in Mexico. For that's also really high on my match of the year list as well, because that is a
that was really cool.
That's a cultural phenomenon because that you only see that in Mexico, and for that to happen in Europe, because one of the wrestlers is Mexican, really gives you a special feeling. I couldn't agree more with that match being so high. Number 7, Guevara Allen from TV actually, TNT title round 1, and throw in the Revolution match as well. You have them both rated 4 stars or higher, actually. Darby Allin versus Pac, Dynamite, January 15th is number 8. The Parking Lot Brawl, Best Friend Santana Ortiz is number 9. And finally, Phoenix Pentagon Dynamite, October 12th is your number 10. Ozaki Sariano did not make your top 10, Mom.
I'm sorry.
I'm very disappointed in you. I thought you had it in you.
I'm happy she didn't. Bad match. Terrible match. I agree. Not top 10 worthy.
Omega, do you agree this is not top 10 worthy?
Yes.
He agrees. Man of few words.
In a few words.
And a few words. Open mic
Correct
night.
takes.
I gotta pick my
Well,
spot.
Correct takes.
It could be a man of many words.
Man of many words when it counts.
Exactly right.
Right.
Glass half full or half empty?
Well, I'm drinking out of it, so it's half empty at this point. But my engineering mindset says it's not made the correct way for the amount of liquid that anyways. My smartassness has transcended this podcast at this point. Wrestler of the year, according to my mother.
Oh,
What do you think I'm going to spill it for? I know I'm clumsy.
so, my wrestler of the year is Jon Moxley.
You say that. But from the amount of times you've said, I've liked this wrestler the most, each time we recorded for the podcast, I've marked that down. Okay? Adam Page leads the pack with 5.
Wow!
The Young Bucks 3.
Yeah, because he was great these last couple of matches that he's been on.
Right. Darby Allin's
It
2.
really is.
Lance Archer's 2. And everyone else on the list is 1. That's Moxley, Jericho, Omega,
Yeah,
Colt
I guess
Cabana,
so.
Mike Bailey,
Colt Cabana.
Guevara,
Oh,
Britt Baker.
Yeah, actually, Colt Cabana had one good match
During those 2 weeks, right place, right time.
And Britt Baker won. Yeah,
Jungle Boy.
She got on the list because she was a bloody face.
Right.
Yeah.
Tetsuya Endo, Chris Statlander, Warhorse made your list.
Yes.
I think we know when that happened. Suzu Suzuki, we know when that happened, when she won the title. Matt Cardona, when he ripped off his shirt on Dynamite, you were very hot and bothered about that.
Yes, I remember now.
Orange Cassidy, Mimosa Mayhem, which the purists out there put as their worst match of the year, but regardless.
Well,
And then Phoenix and Pac,
no counting for.
with a recount of the newly formed Death Triangle yet again.
Yeah.
So,
And Pac because I'm glad he's back.
there you go. So, if you were to pick your top 5 wrestlers of the year, I mean, if we go, based on how you've done, it's clearly Paige, Bucks, Allen, Archer, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? But you said right away Moxley's your number 1. Why do you feel that way?
He's deserving of that belt. I was very upset that he lost the belt. I don't think.
Well, he got screwed. Kenny Omega cheated.
I know.
He's a turncoat. Like the phrasing there. So who's number 2 then? What was your favorite match from Moxley on the year? Your match of the year would say it's against Darby Allin. You have one that sticks out more, just kind of in your head over maybe a defense or two, maybe Omega probably at this point.
Well, I did like that Moxley and Kingston got to wrestle.
The no quit match?
Yeah.
The I quit match? No quit match. The I quit match.
Yeah, I quit. I'm not a fan of Kingston. I'm glad he got his ass kicked.
Why? Because he has a New York accent?
No, I just don't like him.
Oh, okay. All
I
right.
just
Good
think he
save.
sucks.
Good save.
I don't think he's all that. He's right up there with the library people.
Oh shit!
Oh wow. Okay. Shots fired.
He sucks.
Quite the
doesn't
take
wrestle.
there.
Eddie Kingston is like the librarians. Okay.
That's quite the take there. Though he's
I
a New
rate him-
Yorker, he can't be that quiet. He's not allowed
I
to.
rate
be.
him high on promos, very low on his wrestling stamina.
Exactly.
Very low on his wrestling stamina. 5 seconds. I
No
give it.
points in stamina, all his points in promos.
Oh, points with the promos.
Exactly.
They even out on the video game scale. Oh man. That's good stuff. Number 2.
Just say Kingston would survive a library.
Well, number 2, I'm going to make Chris Statlander my girl.
Even though she was injured the majority of the year?
I don't give a shit.
All right, fair enough. Number 2. I won't argue.
She took it hard. I mean, getting injured at just the height of the
the turnaround for the division. She connected well with you. She clearly connects well with you. She connects well with women.
More so than Britt Baker.
Well, absolutely. Chris Statlander, I will fully admit it because I've seen it firsthand, and I say this constantly. Wherever I have seen Chris Statlander perform, not only is there more women in the audience, there's also more kids.
Mm-hmm.
That is I don't want to say ability, but that is a charisma and trait you can't teach in people.
Right.
And that is something companies and promotions die to have in their wrestlers.
Yeah.
So you saying Chris Statlander is your number 2, I will not argue that for a second. When someone connects with you with
the... I was so excited she's back!
And she's coming back soon.
Just seeing her. I was really happy.
Yeah. So all these like 80s NWA motherfuckers that say, "Oh, I don't connect with the alien character and whatever," she's not for you. She's for people like you, Mom.
Well, she's for people who get that's not all her, you know, that
and she's really strong and big too.
Yeah, I mean, she's got a charisma about her. You don't have, just because she's this doesn't mean she's that. She's a whole package to me. I like her deal.
So even in her limited capacity in the year, she made that big of impact on you.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yep. Because I've missed her this whole time.
Yeah. Means your list. That's why we're here.
My list. Number 3. Darby Allin. 4.
Well, you didn't have to think about number 3 very long. There you go.
Number 4. Young Bucks.
Above Hangman Page.
No, I thought Hangman Page was second.
No, Statlander was second.
Number 2. Oh, well then Adam Page is 3. I'm sorry.
All right.
Darby's 4.
Darby's 4. Bucks 5. In that case, okay. So you got Moxley, Statlander, Page, Allen, Bucks. So what makes Adam Page above Darby and above the Bucks to you in 2020?
Adam Page?
Yes.
He's like a Statlander. Just has that draw to me. I just like him. I like him as a wrestler, and I like his style.
What about the story with him all year? Being tag champion.
He can be a drunk. I don't care. He likes his beer. Nothing wrong with that. You know, I can't do that anymore. Hanging at the bar. He's being himself.
He's being himself. I like that answer. JPQ has joined Open Mic Night.
What's up?
My tag team partner.
Tag team partner over here. We're going over my mom's Wrestler of the Year.
Where are we? Is it a countdown?
We're done with the countdown.
I mean, we've kind of gone through 1 through 5. She got Chris Statlander number 2. What do you think about that? It's her list.
Yeah, it's not that I'm against the list. It's more of, is there enough work there?
Is there enough work there?
Yeah, because she was injured for most of 2020.
Well, not, and that's one of the things that I thought. Yeah, I mean, yes, she is, but I think, given the fact of what she was being built up to her capabilities, and she got knocked out early, she still had enough time. Maybe not so much in 2020, but she still had enough time to build.
Oh, sure. I mean, the potential's certainly there. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and so I just like her. I miss her, and I was really happy to see that she's back, even though she hasn't wrestled. No, but all the other people have too, women wise. I mean,
Baker.
Baker.
Well, she was injured too for a period of time,
right?
But she was on TV.
She was on TV.
So you know what? I'll make an NFL football reference here. This sounds like the Peyton Manning MVP plea. You get what I'm saying?
No.
So Peyton Manning was the quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts. He goes down for a season, and this team proceeds to suck ass. So bad, in fact.
Yeah.
So bad,
There
in
you
fact,
go, because
that people.
Statlander is not on the team.
There you go.
The whole women's team sucks.
So your argument is the Peyton Manning MVP defense. This women's division fell so hard after Statlander got injured that she deserves an MVP type nomination.
Yes.
I can't argue with this.
Exists. But Sheeta
Yeah,
exists.
but she can't carry it.
She can't carry it, Kay. You hear this?
She
She can't carry it.
She can't.
I will not disagree there. She cannot
I've seen
carry
I've seen the
division.
Big Swole match. I can't deny this.
She
Oh,
can't.
that match is bad. That
We
match
can
is
only
awful.
drag their division up so far.
Yeah. I tell you,
The backup quarterback could not carry
If
the
it-
Indianapolis Colts to the playoffs.
If it
Are
were
you saying Sheeta's the backup
Calling
quarterback?
Sheeta a backup
Are you
quarterback.
calling Sheeta a backup quarterback?
Get out of here.
I think
Controversy.
the women would have been at least somewhat
Shenanigans.
successful.
Calling shenanigans.
Very
Backup
reminiscent of
quarterback,
another
Sheeta
podcast
what?
I listened to.
He isn't a backup quarterback. He's the starter, if anything. Statlander's the backup.
Look, the starter for the Cleveland Browns only gets you so far.
Oh, that's even worse.
So get you to the playoffs.
You insulted Carter Sheeta like that. How dare you?
Three Bear JD over here. How you doing?
Look, I wasn't trying to talk her out of Trish Statlander. I was just posing a clarification question.
Yep.
As far as the rules go, you're the one that turned it into Peyton Manning, JD.
I think if it would have been Sheeta and Statlander, I think the women would have done really well this year.
I agree, and if Shannon
think they
didn't have
would
to
have really
leave at
brought
the beginning.
the women league up.
Women League.
Well,
That's okay. I like the wordage. It's fine.
You
The
know,
verbiage.
speaking of leagues, JT Marvelous just won the Empress Cup.
I saw. Sucks.
Yes. 2
Shame.
years in a row, boys.
That's right.
Yeah, it's a shame.
For the V League fans out there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Look,
My
catch
springs
everyone
didn't
up.
do so hot.
Moxley was number 1, Statlander 2, Adam Page 3.
Okay. I'm good with those three. I think Moxley's fair.
It's a good top 3.
I like the other one, Paige. Paige had a good year. So I'm on board so far.
Darby Allin number 4. Well, the final decision was for Mom. Darby Allin made a lot of your, let's see, 2 of your top 10 matches of the year? No, 3. He had 3 of your top 10 matches of the year, Mom. Darby Allin. So, and he's now the TNT champion at the end of it, and his TNT title wins
go.
were not even a part of your top 10. It was the journey to it.
yeah.
This sounds like good booking to me. What does the open mic guys have to say?
I mean, I like Darby. I like what I've seen of Darby. So I'd agree there. He's a good wrestler. I just wish he would stay healthy more.
Well, he needs more meat on him. I think he needs to, and he's young. He's pretty young yet.
He's like 26.
Yeah, pretty young yet. He's got some bulk. He needs some bulk on him.
MJF's only 23.
So I like MJF.
Jungle Boy's like 22 or something.
Uh-huh. Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of the wrestlers, though.
Top Flight is like 20
yeah.
and 21.
AEW has a very young
Yes, they are.
team. Very young wrestlers.
That's good,
And-
right?
Yes, it is.
They're absolutely prepared for the
yeah.
next generation.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're up-and-coming talents, and they do need some age to them, bulk-wise.
Sure.
You know, and I think when they start getting that, like even Jungle Boy could become a Jungle Man.
Jungle
You
Man.
Oh, man.
So when he rips off his shirt and he's Jungle Man, he becomes Matt Cardona, at least physically, and you
He
just
will
go,
be
oh! too.
Exactly.
Up in your mouth and you blow. You know how like you blow yourself up in cartoons?
Oh, of course, yes, that's where you're going with that.
Right.
That's 100% where I was going with. That was like 100% of where I was going with. The analogy is perfect. What do you mean?
We got a Scott Steiner road here.
We got some Scott Steiner romancing.
Oh no. We don't need
Yeah, I'm in the.
You guys can all
So
think
what?
I'm
I'm
the
in the
weirdo.
women's
I'm
locker room.
thinking
Why
I'm
aren't we
talking to four
fucking?
weirdos.
Why are we fucking?
That's the real
Women's got
question here.
needs. I'm the need.
All the time.
Listen, let me pump you up.
Look, when I was 20, I was Jungle Boy. Now I'm 21. I'm Jungle Man. Like, what are we doing here?
And when I'm 30, I'm Scott Steiner.
Like Jungle Man at like 15.
I don't think Jungle Boy even shaves, really.
He doesn't need to. He's not a Jungle Man yet.
He's still but a boy.
He's a boy.
Boy.
You hear JR? He calls him Jungle Boy Jack Perry. He's not Jack Perry yet. He's Jungle Boy.
He starts going by, yeah, right.
When he becomes Jack Perry, you know he's Jungle Man. All right.
He's
And
gonna swing it on vines and stuff.
So number 5 is Young Bucks. Now, I ask you this, Mom.
Tags are fine.
They had the great match against Omega Page in February. Then they had their whole little spring and summer run, and they finally got the tag titles at Full Gear against FTR. To me, while they had a strong tag team year in good matches in a vacuum, their stories I thought were poorly told. Does this matter to you? You think the matches overcame that?
Yeah.
And it transcended the bigger picture of what they were going for. The matches spoke for themselves at the end of the day.
I think the matches speak for themselves at the end of the day, but there's something I'm not liking that the Young Bucks are turning towards.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm not a fan of them. If Omega's turncoat, if Young Bucks are doing
Still
the
liking
same
this
thing,
turncoat phrase. I like this.
I don't like
You
the
did
Young
turncoats?
Bucks. I don't like
It's
the
very
Young
old
Bucks
school.
are turning that either.
Turncoats.
Yeah. I don't like
Should
it.
they wear red coats while they're at it?
Well, they could. Or
Okay.
red pants.
No, then they just be Juice fucking Robinson, and nobody needs that shit on their roster.
No one needs B+ players on their
Yeah.
A show.
Yeah.
I agree.
That's right.
Yeah.
Should be a C+ player, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, give the guy a little bit of credit. He's got Kent Wrestle Kingdom.
So I'm hoping they're not going to do
2021. Okay. So, you have any more thoughts over how about promotions you watched throughout the year? Other thoughts?
I would say my favorite promotion was the Mimosa. Those were my
Mimosa Mayhem and
Yeah.
the Stadium Stampede.
yeah.
For just how wacky they were.
Yeah. Totally fun. In all of what was going on, I think it was a lot of fun, and just to let loose. Y'all do whatever it is you do, you know. And wasn't that when was it Matt Jackson got hurt with his ribs in?
Yes.
Yeah.
Same time.
Yeah.
You also watched in DDT Konosuke Takeshita blow up a porn doll off a roof. You also
Not
watched
easy.
that. Throw on that out
Hard to
there.
make that look believable.
You know,
They did
where
a
an
great
eye
job,
was
though.
popped out
Uh-huh.
and gasoline was lit and...
So fun.
Right.
Well, I mean...
That's a 7-star match, by the way.
Yeah, and you always got pre-recorded Money in the Bank as well.
That's
Uh-huh.
right. That's
as the
right.
contender.
Yeah.
You watched that. Yeah, it was was a fun year. You came to like women's wrestling in 2020.
I did.
That was a big revelation for you.
I think Statlander was another part of that draw. I think Statlander,
Riho.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Not Riho.
Not
Why
Riho.
not Riho? I can't believe this. Sheeta, Nyla Rose,
Statlander, Britt
Risa Sarah?
Baker, and Sheeta. I absolutely can't stand Nyla Rose. I can't stand Swole. And
Can't stand Swole. Okay.
No, don't like her. And
Well, you watched the Ice Ribbon show, and that was the big turnaround for you. You saw the women's hardcore match, and you saw the 17-year-old get crowned a champion in a good wrestling match.
Yeah,
and
good.
if you go back and listen to that podcast where we covered Yokohama Ice Ribbon, I mean, obviously you gave that hardcore match 5 stars.
I didn't like women's wrestling WWE, and that's what turned me off about it, is how WWE wrestled.
Go on.
I'm telling you,
How'd they present it?
I didn't like the way
It was just
presented.
bad?
Yeah, it was. I didn't like. They made the women more
manufactured.
You may as well have thrown mud in the match, and then be mud.
Oh, you're talking the diva era, the women's more sex appeal than they are wrestlers.
Correct.
Oh yeah, I can see why you would like women's wrestling because of that.
Correct. That's exactly where.
Well, here's the thing. We watched women's wrestling in WWE, and you couldn't watch it not just for the women, but because the camera work was so bad.
Well,
you made me turn it off.
Question, Your Honor.
You made no. You made me turn it off because the camera work itself was making you sick. Okay.
Makes me sick all the time too.
No, Mom, remember that time when I did that thing? You remember.
You remember.
Exactly.
I mean, this was just only 2 nights ago, but whatever. Hey, I want to watch NXT. Here's the main event. Oh, it's Io Shirai, Rhea Ripley. Turn that shit off. I can't watch it. Camera work's making me sick.
Low Shrubbery. Who wants to watch Low Shrubbery, man?
I'd rather watch Manami Toyota drive this girl down on a motorcycle and clothesline somebody in Ice Ribbon.
I would much rather watch that too.
Yeah,
me too.
All right.
There you have it.
I think that was the episode. We got our top 10 for Mom. We got our top 5 wrestlers of the year based on our list. It was a successful episode.
Excellent.
I did not know you guys were recording until just now.
Absolutely. It was open mic night.
Christmas
That's what we were doing.
extravaganza.
Utterly fantastic. And we're out.